inspired you, man, to get like even get into
Fighting?
MMA? Yeah, just fighting.
Shit, life, nigga, life. I can tell you 1,000 reasons, and I tell different reasons on every show.
Give us a couple. Give us a couple.
Shit, one, my son. My son, I had met a woman and she got pregnant with like in a month of me knowing her. You know what I'm saying? She worked at my little job and shit.
It's not funny, but it's like, hey, I got her pregnant in a month, bro. I barely even knew her.
Yeah.
That's your
I felt
job.
bad.
What job?
So I used to work 6 days a week at a warehouse. You know what I mean? And then I would go to Mexico and fight out in Mexico on my 7th day. And so that's what I would do to make money for my kid, because I didn't have a mom or dad. I've been in foster care all my life. You know what I mean? I didn't have a mom, dad. I was raised by my grandma when my grandmother died, and so I've been in 50 different homes. I didn't bounce from home to home to home, you know? And so I've been with white people, black people, Mexican people. I've been with paisas and like, I don't even speak English like that, you know what I'm saying? So habla poquito, you know what I mean? I speak Spanish, a little bit of Spanish, you know? And so, excuse me. And so the way I was growing up through all this shit, it kind of made me born for fighting and stuff. So the son shit, I fought all my life because of those black and Mexican riots we used to have in high school. Always blacks and Mexicans fighting. I had a Mexican girlfriend.
I remember that era.
You know what I mean? I had a Mexican girlfriend, and my family was all like this. I got real tight with this Mexican family, so I be in tight with them like that. Like my nigga used to fuck with the niggas over here. He was in school with me, and so he used to think I don't fuck with niggas like that because I just wasn't in the crowd. I was a wrestler, so I wasn't in the basketball or in them niggas like that. I was just on my own type solo shit. So I used to do backyard fights. We scrapping backyards and shit with niggas who have their own fight crews. Our crew versus y'all crew, we meet up and shit in an abandoned house and shit, scrap it out and shit, shake hands after and shit. You know, it's cool like that. So I have 1,000 reasons why I did this shit, bruh. You know what I mean? 1,000 reasons. Tired of working, you know? Shit, I wanted something else, so I'm doing 2 jobs at once and hopefully this shit blow up. 1,000 reasons.
It's crazy fighting in the abandoned
Shit,
houses.
I'm fucking broken and home, and I'm going from home to home, and then these niggas keep putting me out because now nigga getting 21 and you a grown ass man. You can't stay in our house like that. You ain't finna let me stay in your house. I'm look like how I look, and you got a bitch in the house too, and you know what I'm saying? Like some niggas be insecure.
Look,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, but I'm saying the average fit nigga, just have a fit nigga around your house like that. I'm not saying like I'm the shit or nothing, but I'm just saying like have a fit nigga run around your house and you got a woman, a lady, and you finna leave to work and you know what I mean? Lead them two alone like that type of situation. Like niggas like, hey, bro, nah, you gotta go. He gotta sleep outside, you know? Yeah. And so nigga had to get his own. So I want to get my own house. That's what I got in this game for too. I'm like, I'm trying to get a house, you know? And so 1,000 reasons.
So you wanted to get something you never had.
Where somebody can kick me the fuck out. Yeah, somebody can tell me to leave, you know what I mean? Some shit of my own I stand here and can't nobody move me.
Nigga. And people don't understand, like people, to hear your story, it'll show you that people really glorify the wrong shit. People were like, you just want to get a house because you ain't never had to have one before. You just want to call a place a home for once and you know nobody could ever tell you gotta go.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand, bro, like where you coming from in that one. And that's deep to me because that's all you said. I just want a house, dog. I just want a place I can call home. You know what I'm saying? Not even, you went from home to home, bro. Nothing was ever your home.
Let me break the cold part about Don. So finally the nigga, all I wanted was home. I start doing this shit. I'm turning this shit up. You know what I mean? I'm starting to win shit. You know? I sent enough money. I made a little girl and shit. And now I'm not with the one that's with my son. We just met with each other in a month and we really don't even get along like that. So now I got to raise this little boy, but now I meet this new girl. And then, she get pregnant. So now I got to get a house for her and so we get a house. I spent 25 down, put 25 down now. This is like 10 years ago. Put like 25 down on the house. Yeah. I paid 5 on her credit because she had credit. I had no credit.
Doing this shit, bro. I mean, like, bro, I've been trying to make a way out this shit.
Been trying to do this shit, bro. I cleaned the credit off. We get the house and shit. I put another $18,000 down for the year to make sure she good for the year. So she ain't ever got to worry or had no worry like, hey, we can be able to pay this bill. You know what I'm saying? So the years paid. She's a nurse. I'm a fighter. We making this shit happen. But then we break up. Since I put the house in her name because she had the taxes, she took the house from the nigga, you know what I mean? And got my baby in the house, you know what I'm saying? And now I got to start all over again. You know what I'm saying? Start all over again. That's what I said. I'm a real nigga. I've really been through this shit. My shit like the pursuit of happiness type shit. You know what I mean? That's my movie where I'm trying to get to the end, nigga then failed and crawled up and failed and crawled. What's up?
You telling the real. That's crazy. And I only say that because, bro, me and you, we a lot alike in them departments. Like,
nigga, I know,
bro, I've lost a lot.
Nigga, I know how you got here.
Like, nothing. I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
You didn't get here easy.
No, hell no. But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I had to never, church. You can't never attach yourself to nothing. Like, don't attach to nothing. Everything can go because you can always get it back. I always noticed I never played tug of war with people over shit. Like, you want to take it, take that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go find some more shit.
Yeah, because me sitting here playing with you over that's going to make it probably some more months, some more time. I got to deal with you.
Or bigger risks. I'm like, we try to kill each other over this shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fuck that shit. Like, have that shit, man. Like, I'm going to get more. I'm going to go get something better. I've really always believed in the mission. Maybe it's because I came from real fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? And having to, nigga, sleep on flows. I've done all that, bro. Having to really, nigga, make a pallet on the flow.
I know, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, I watch your story and I'm like, okay.
I've been through some shit through this shit.
And that's what I tell you I respect about you is that you didn't been through it all to get here, nigga. You didn't get here by no mother. You got with that slick tongue of yours, you know what I'm saying? Talking that game and rubbing the right shoulders and being a solid nigga got you here. You know what I'm saying?
Straight the fuck up. Can't nobody say I ever robbed them, stole from them, did bad business with them. Nothing, homie. I've always been like, when it comes to the streets, I always believed that my name has to be solid because a nigga could lose all this shit tomorrow, right? I still want to be known and still be able to be respected in the streets because a nigga can always go back to that, homie. They gonna always respect it. Nigga know how to go get a couple dollars over there, always. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to keep myself thorough, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And never really just change up for the industry per se. And I feel like you're the same, like even with the UFC. That's why I be saying like, bro, you the Allen. I said that. Nobody else, nigga. You the Allen Iverson of the UFC, the flashy but stylish fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that's a complete fighter.
I'm trying to get the
You taught me something about what a complete fighter really was today, and even sitting there debunking some of the, the Khabib Nurmagomedov situation, like kind of like brought some light. I'm like, damn, because I was ready to really like argue you down with that. I'm like, well, what are you talking about, man? and the way he broke it down was, he's like, bro, what else do you get out of Khabib? Are you getting an exciting fight or a fight he's going to take this nigga down to the ground? He's going to submit it, and the fight's over. You're not going to get any style out of this. It's not going to be anything like, oh, shit, I didn't expect him to do that. It's Khabib's going to stand with you for a few minutes. He's gonna spar with you for a few minutes. And once you kind of get the best of his chin, he's grabbing you. He's grabbing you, dog. And once he gets a hold of you, he ain't letting go. And that nigga do not let go, bro.
You know? And so, more so that part, but more so I was going to tell you this part, too.
I was saying, I understand where he was coming from.
I'm a big fan of yours, right? But I'm also a big fan of academics. And I see you niggas and got sideways with each other. I'm like, nah, not my niggas. And I'm listening to Act talk, and Act's talking his shit. You know how Act be. And so he's talking his shit, and I'm like, damn, this ain't the look, Act, you know? And it's like, he tried to kick you down. Like, oh, you a pimp, you a woo-woo. Like, we all don't get the same start, you know? And that's what I'm really getting to is that man started that way, but look where he got to himself and look where he put himself at in position, bro. You looking at it just like, oh, like judging a man's past. Like, you ain't got the best standing yourself, and we can't judge nobody. And so I'm looking at the man today, not the man of his past. You know what I'm saying? Look at the man today standing in front of you. You trying to do some shit that's ground on another level, nigga. We running the streets right now. We running the streets. You know, they watching this shit.
1,000. That's real shit. To be real, bro, I never really had any problems with.
Oh, he owe you your money. He owe you your money too.
Yeah, but that's neither here, and he does, but that's neither here nor there. Like where I felt like he may have had a problem with me, and I felt like he kind of tried, because he had said some little slick shit before, but he always kind of kept it cool. Said I like Sharp do his thing. But I did an interview with Blueface, I had an interview with Blueface. Me and Blueface was sitting down one time, and Blueface had brought him up in a real fucked up light, which that's him and Blueface had their dilemma at the time, and they was going through their emotion. But I just I put my 2 cents in on it, and I said I couldn't really say what Blueface was saying because him and Blueface had a whole nother ordeal going. I was just I just noticed that the nigga's very passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
you know what
that's
I'm
what
saying?
took him off, that passive aggressive.
He did not like that,
He did not like that. He's sensitive.
He took that shit all the way to the heart, to the grave. He said passive aggressive. He went, I'm talking about, bro, sounded like a broken record. Like that word to him, just that statement was enough for him, where he had a problem with it. And from there, we just kind of spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
To be honest,
that's
how I
new
kind of
world
have it.
now too. It's where I like Act, but at the same time, Act be talking so spicy that I'm like, Act, you can't back up none of them words. You can't stand without some security around and talk like that. You can't really talk, and that's the new age now where everybody gets to talk like that, like they big and they bad. But if we all just standing around, we wouldn't talk the same energy if we was all in the same room together.
Right, real shit.
And that's just the weird part about this new shit. I can talk like because you can't touch me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's
weird, bro.
That's why you can't even entertain half of it.
Yeah.
75 to 80% of this shit you can't even entertain it. Because if a nigga don't bang your line or try to hit your back door behind it, bro, and try to come bang on that motherfucker and say, hey man, fuck the politics, fuck the wanting to be on camera, fuck all that. You had a real problem with this man, you know how to get a hold of a nigga. Niggas know how to get at each other. It's not that hard,
That's
dog.
what I'm saying.
It's really not that hard. Yeah.
Like that, we gotta go that far.
It don't even need to keep going on camera. All we doing is making fools of each other, bro. If it's really a problem, we can go and we just sum that shit the fuck on up.